Have you ever thought about how scammers are constantly coming up with new ways to trick seniors? As we get older, the world doesn't always get easier. Technology has made life more convenient, but it has also given criminals new opportunities to target seniors when they are most vulnerable. What used to feel safe can suddenly become dangerous, and it's often the kind, trusting people who fall victim. That's why staying informed isn't just smart, it's necessary to protect your savings, peace of mind, and independence. In this video, we're going to reveal 5 new scams that are spreading quickly among seniors. These scams may look convincing at first, but behind them are tricks that can cause serious harm if you don't recognize them. From fake voices on the phone to online scams that seem legitimate, these tricks are more sophisticated than ever. And they're targeting older adults in larger numbers. Stick around until the end because the last scam we talk about might surprise you, and understanding it could save you or a loved one from a big financial loss. By the end of this video, you'll not only know how to spot these scams, but also feel more confident in protecting yourself in today's world. Let's dive in. Number 1, teen tech support scam. One of the fastest growing scams right now is the tech support scam, and it's especially aimed at seniors who might not be as comfortable with technology. It usually starts with a phone call or a sudden pop-up on your computer, warning you that something is wrong. It might say your computer is infected with a virus, that your bank account has been compromised, or that your device is about to shut down unless you act fast. The urgency is the hook. When we're alarmed, we're more likely to trust the person who says they can help. The person on the other end usually sounds professional and calm, making it easy to believe they are real. They may claim to be from a trusted company like Microsoft or Apple, and they'll walk you through a process to fix the issue. They often ask for remote access to your computer to solve the problem. Once they have access, they can see everything on your device, your emails, passwords, bank account info, and that's where the damage can start. Some scammers even charge for fake services. They may ask you to pay a small service fee, often requesting untraceable gift cards or wire transfers. What seemed like a small fee can quickly grow into hundreds or even thousands of dollars as they create new problems to fix. Sadly, many seniors don't realize they've been scammed until it's too late and the money is gone. For example, Harold, a 78-year-old man, received a pop-up on his laptop while he was reading the news. The message said Harold's bank account had been hacked and urged him to call a number right away. When he called, a man pretending to be a technician convinced Harold to download a program that gave him remote access to Harold's computer. Within minutes, the scammer was moving files around, pretending to fix the problem. He then told Harold that he needed to pay $200 to secure his account. Since it sounded urgent and reasonable, Harold paid without hesitation. A week later, Harold realized that more than $200 had been taken from his bank account. The lesson here is not to feel embarrassed if something like this happens to you. These scammers are experts at deception, and even the most careful people can fall for it. The key is to learn the warning signs. If someone calls you unexpectedly claiming your computer is at risk, or if a pop-up urges you to call a number immediately, stop and think. Real companies don't operate like that. They don't call you out of nowhere, and they never demand immediate payment through gift cards or wire transfers. Seniors who recognize this scam can protect themselves and warn others. Sharing these experiences can help remove the shame and replace it with the power to protect yourself and others. By staying alert and questioning unexpected situations, you can safeguard your finances, your identity, and your peace of mind. Number 2, scene. Medicare and health insurance scam. Another scam that's spreading quickly among seniors involves Medicare and health insurance. It often starts with a phone call from someone claiming to be a representative from Medicare, Social Security, or a health insurance provider. The caller may use official-sounding language, sometimes quoting part of your Medicare number or personal details they've gotten from other sources. They may tell you that you qualify for new benefits, free medical equipment, or discounted prescriptions. The goal is always the same, to trick you into giving away sensitive information or agreeing to services that will cost you a lot of money. Scammers know that healthcare is a major concern for seniors, so they use that to build false trust. They might tell you that you're eligible for a free health check, or that you need to confirm your Medicare details to keep your coverage active. The message is made to sound urgent, as if you're at risk of losing your benefits if you don't act right away. For someone who relies on Medicare, this fear can override their caution. It's a cruel trick that preys on our deepest worries about health and security. Take the story of Margaret, an 81-year-old widow. She got a call from someone claiming to be from Medicare, saying she qualified for a new free diabetes monitor. All she had to do was confirm her Medicare number and date of birth. Margaret, wanting to take advantage of the helpful offer, gave them the information. A week later, boxes of unnecessary medical equipment started arriving at her home. Soon after, her Medicare account showed thousands of dollars in claims for items she never ordered or used. By the time she realized what happened, the damage was already done. The reason this scam works so well is that seniors are often taught to respect authority, especially when it comes to government programs. When someone claims to be from an official agency, it feels natural to listen. Scammers also know that many seniors are managing multiple health conditions or medications, making the promise of free or discounted care especially tempting. The language they use is carefully crafted to lower your guard and get you to act without questioning. The truth is, Medicare will never call you out of the blue to ask for personal information. They won't pressure you to provide details over the phone, and they certainly won't threaten your coverage if you don't respond. If you get such a call, the safest thing to do is hang up immediately. If you're concerned about your benefits, use the official Medicare number on your card to verify the information. Trust the contact details you already have, not what a stranger gives you over the phone. If you're finding these tips helpful, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're still with us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend subscribing and turning on the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Your support helps us create more content to inform and help you. Now let's move on. Number 30, online shopping and delivery scam. In today's world, many seniors have embraced the convenience of online shopping, especially when mobility is limited or when it's easier to order from home than go out. But with this convenience comes a new wave of scams. These scams often appear as fake websites, misleading ads, or false delivery notices sent by email or text. They may seem legitimate at first, but they are designed to steal your money, personal information, or both. The scam can start in several ways. Maybe you see an ad for something you've wanted at a price that seems too good to be true. You click the link, and the website looks professional, complete with photos, customer reviews, and even a secure-looking checkout page. But after you place your order, the product never arrives. Worse, the scammers now have your credit card number and billing address. In other cases, you might get a text or email saying that a delivery attempt failed and urging you to click a link to reschedule. That link could lead to a website designed to steal your personal information or infect your computer with harmful software. For example, Robert, a 72-year-old retiree who loves gardening, came across a website offering high-quality gardening tools at half the usual price. The site was full of attractive photos and glowing reviews, so Robert decided to place an order. Weeks went by, but nothing arrived. When he tried to reach customer service, the phone number didn't work and the email bounced back. By then, the scammers had not only taken his payment but also tried to make additional charges on his credit card. It was a painful lesson that even seemingly simple purchases can carry risks. Delivery scams are just as dangerous. A common trick involves fake messages that look like they're from popular shipping companies. They might say something like, "Your package could not be delivered. Click here to confirm your address." For seniors who might be expecting a delivery from a grandchild or a pharmacy, that message can feel urgent and believable. But clicking the link can lead to identity theft or fraud. The emotional pull in these scams comes from the sense of expectation. When you're waiting for a package, the idea that it might be delayed or lost can trigger an immediate reaction. Scammers count on that response, pushing you to click before you stop to think. Once they have your information, the damage can spread quickly. The best defense is to remember that online safety is no different than being cautious at your front door. Just as you wouldn't hand over your wallet to a stranger knocking unexpectedly, you shouldn't hand over your details to a website or message you don't fully trust. By staying alert and double-checking before you act, you can shop online safely and enjoy the convenience without the risk. Number 4, romance and companionship scam. One of the most heartbreaking scams seniors face today is the romance and companionship scam. These scams prey on the natural human need for connection, and they often succeed because loneliness can be a powerful force in later years. The scam usually begins with a message on a social media site, an online dating platform, or even via email. The scammer presents themselves as a warm, attentive companion, often claiming to share similar interests or life experiences. At first, the conversation seems genuine, full of kind words and an eagerness to listen. Over time, trust builds, and that's when the requests for money begin. What makes this scam particularly dangerous is that it unfolds slowly. Unlike the tech support or delivery scams that strike quickly, romance scams can go on for weeks or even months before any requests are made. The scammer might say they're traveling overseas, working on a project far from home, or dealing with a personal emergency. Their stories are designed to tug at your heartstrings, and since they've already invested time in building a relationship, the victim feels more inclined to help. Many seniors send money not once but repeatedly, believing they are supporting someone who truly cares for them. Take the example of Eleanor, a 74-year-old widow. She joined a social site to stay in touch with friends and family, but was soon contacted by a man claiming to be a retired military officer. He was attentive, charming, and seemed to understand her loneliness. After several weeks of warm exchanges, he shared a story about being stranded overseas with no access to his bank account. Feeling compassion and believing in the bond they had formed, Eleanor wired him money. Once she did, the requests grew larger and more urgent. By the time Eleanor realized it was a scam, thousands of dollars had been taken from her, and the emotional pain was just as severe as the financial loss. The cruelty of this scam is that it doesn't just rob seniors of their money, it also takes away their trust. After such an experience, many victims find it hard to open their hearts again, even to genuine people who want to care for them. The shame and embarrassment can be overwhelming, causing them to keep the situation secret from family and friends until it's too late. So, how can you protect yourself? The first step is recognizing the warning signs. Be cautious if someone you've never met in person expresses strong feelings too quickly. Watch for excuses that prevent them from meeting face to face, and be skeptical of any request for money, no matter how urgent it sounds. A real friend or partner won't pressure you financially, especially early in a relationship. Awareness can turn vulnerability into strength. By understanding how romance scams work, you can stay socially connected without falling victim. And when you share what you learn, you help protect others too. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend subscribing and turning on the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Your support helps us create more valuable content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move on. Number 5. High investment and prize scam. One of the oldest tricks still used today, yet still one of the most effective against seniors, is the investment and prize scam. This scam comes in many forms, but the basic idea is always the same. Scammers promise something big, guaranteed profits, huge winnings, or life-changing returns, if only you act quickly and send money. Seniors are especially targeted because many are looking for safe investments for retirement or hoping to leave something behind for their families. These desires are noble, but scammers twist them into opportunities to exploit people. The investment scam often starts with a call, email, or even an online ad claiming that a new opportunity is about to take off. It could be a can't-miss stock, a piece of land overseas, or a special bond that supposedly outperforms the market. The language is always urgent, telling you that you need to act right away or you'll miss out. What they really want is for you to send money directly into their pockets, with no intention of delivering on any promise. Once the money is gone, so are they, leaving you with nothing. The prize scam works in a similar way. You might get a letter or call saying you've won a lottery, sweepstakes, or vacation package. At first, it sounds exciting. Who doesn't like the idea of winning something? But then comes the catch. Before you can claim your prize, you're told you have to pay taxes, processing fees, or shipping costs. This is the red flag. Real lotteries and contests never ask winners to pay upfront to claim their prize. But in the excitement of the moment, many seniors pull out their checkbooks or give out their credit card numbers, only to find out later that the prize never existed. Consider the story of Frank, a 69-year-old grandfather who enjoyed playing the occasional scratch-off ticket. One afternoon, he received a phone call congratulating him on winning a foreign lottery. The caller sounded official, even providing a badge number and offering to send documents to confirm the information. All Frank had to do was wire $3,000 to cover international taxes. Believing this might be his lucky break, Frank went ahead and paid. But the promised winnings never arrived and the money was gone for good. It wasn't just the financial loss that hurt. It was the sense of betrayal, the realization that his hope had been manipulated. These scams succeed because they exploit two powerful emotions, hope and fear. Hope that you might finally have a financial breakthrough, and fear that you'll lose the opportunity if you don't act right away. Scammers create artificial deadlines, pressuring you to act fast and not consult with family or friends. They may say things like, "Don't tell anyone until it's official," or "You'll lose this deal if you don't act within hours." This isolation is intentional, because when you take the time to discuss it with someone you trust, the scam quickly falls apart. The truth is, legitimate investments come with risks, and no one can guarantee huge returns without risk. Real prizes never require upfront payments. If someone pressures you with promises that seem too good to be true, it's almost certainly a scam. Always verify with a trusted advisor, family member, or financial institution before sending money. Slow down, take a step back, and remember that urgency is a tool of fraudsters, not real opportunities. By recognizing these tactics, you're not just protecting your wallet, you're also protecting your dignity, peace of mind, and future security. Sharing this knowledge with friends and community groups can make a real difference, because awareness is often the strongest defense. Final thoughts as we wrap up this video. Take a moment to reflect on the 5 scams we've uncovered together. Whether it was tech support, health insurance, online shopping, romance, or investment, each scam shows how creative and ruthless criminals can be when targeting seniors. But more importantly, each one also shows how powerful knowledge can be when it comes to protecting yourself. Awareness is the shield that keeps your money, your identity, and your peace of mind safe from those who try to exploit trust and goodwill. It's natural to feel unsettled when you realize how widespread these scams are, but remember something important. Being cautious doesn't mean living in fear. It means living with strength, wisdom, and confidence. Every time you pause before clicking a link, question a caller who pressures you, or check with a trusted friend before making a decision, you're proving that you're stronger than the scammer trying to deceive you. The truth is, scams will continue to evolve, but so will your ability to spot them. With every bit of information you gain, you become less of a target and more of a protector for yourself and your community. Hold on to that truth because it means you are far from powerless. You are equipped, capable, and resilient, and that's something no scammer can take from you. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your thoughts mean a lot to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments motivates and encourages us. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep creating content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward